All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hello, beautiful math people. Yay. Yes, yes, yes. I am so happy to be with all these math lights in the room. So I'm going to jump right in to get you started. I want to start off with finding out how are you feeling today. So I would like to invite you to look at the screen and pick a coordinate point to represent how you are feeling today. And for those people who are online, please drop it in the chat, making sure they can't see the slides. No. Help. All right, all right. All right, all right. My wonderful people are going to find support and help me out. So, all right. She's going to work on that. So take a picture of it so that way you'll know what it is. And then find your corner point and do me a favor while we're making this happen. Find someone not at your table and tell them your coordinate point and find so that way you can find out how each other feel. All right, take a picture, and then you will have 1 minute to find as many people as you can to share your coordinate points to find out how they're feeling. All right, you got your picture? Not really? Get close, get your picture. Two more seconds, you got it. I'm not gonna change it. And then I'm gonna give you 1 minute, now a half a minute, because I told you I over planned. So a half a minute to find, matter of fact, 30 seconds. No, that's a half a minute. That's the same thing, right? I teach math. Yes, I'm just testing you. I'm just testing you. All right, all right. All right. Find someone, 30 seconds. Tell them how you feel. Go. My people drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. Put the coordinate point. Give me the coordinate point. I want your words. I don't want your words. I want the number. Online people, give me those coordinate points. Give me those coordinate points. Pop it in the chat. Pop it in the chat. Yes, yes. You got some coordinate points in the chat? Yes, yes, yes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. In 5, thank your partner. In 4, give them a nice smile. In 3, navigate to your seats. In 2, give me your eyes. And in 1, let's begin. All right, all right. So let me just tell you what I am. I am freaking, let's see, what's that word? Oh, I am 5'2". I am 5'2". 5'2", right? I am fine. Listen. I was at this school working with some middle school students for a camp, and I did this activity. And I said, I am 4'3", and the student said, I said, what am I? He said, you're short. I was like, that was so cute. It was so cute. Anyway, let's begin. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the clicker's not working now. I went away from it. Come back, come back. Ah, raspberry. Okay. All right. Technology. Don't you love it? All right. Um, Click. Okay. Did you do it or did I do it?
I did not. I moved.
Welcome
Try it.
to Math Without Fear, fostering algebraic thinking and growth mindset in an adult learning classroom. You're in the right spot if this is what you're here for. So let me share with you my family. Just to give you a little bit of background about me, this is my husband and our 2 children by way of marriage. I love these guys. This right here is Stuart Little. He's our Yorkie. He is 15 years old. He's the boss of the house. I do mean the boss of the house. Whenever he's hungry, he kicks a bowl. He screams. He hollers. He's like, "Feed me, walk me, rub me." He owns the place. I don't know why, but people just keep giving us dogs. They gave us this dog right here, Poncho. Poncho, Poncho. And his nickname is, can anyone guess? Very good, very good. That's a good one. Bad puppy. Bad puppy. But I highly recommend that you do not Google bad puppy because you might see some interesting stuff. So anyway, bad puppy is too much energy for for Stuart Little. So we got Poncho, a toy, Langston. And they play, wrestle all over the time, and they just have fun. Okay. So, but the real reason, the real spark of my life, not the real spark, but another spark of my life is my mom. I just want to share a little bit about her. She has like a fifth grade education. And the reason why I wanted to share that with you is because if she were alive, she could be a student in your class. Yeah, she could be a student in your class. And so she couldn't read. I remember we would, sit in the bed. I was 7 years old, and I remember reading the Bible to her because she couldn't read. And but she loved numbers, so she would have chart paper, like graph paper, and she would play the numbers. Anybody know about playing the numbers? Yeah, old school. She was playing not the lottery, but the numbers. Street. There you go. Street numbers. That's what she played. So a little bit about myself. Um, I love to present. I love to talk. I love math, poetry, and do a little bit of energy medicine. And I'm going to bring all of myself to the table. If that's okay with you, say that's okay. Okay. Let's get started because we are about to have some fun. Can someone say fun? Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. But first, I want to help you understand that before you have fun, you have to relax your brain. And a lot of our students have this math anxiety. Some of us have math anxiety, right? So it impacts how we think. It impacts what we think. It impacts our students' ability to think. And it's up to us to help them to release that. And so today I'm going to give you some techniques to help you, to help your students, and not just your students, but you too. Because sometimes stressed out, how many people get stressed out? So you can use these techniques alone for yourself. Microphone. Yes. Thank you. All right. So I told you I over prepared. So the first part, we're going to look at some strategies, explore some strategies to reduce math anxiety. If that's okay, say that's okay. All right, let's get started. So, I told them to bring all of myself to the table. So we're going to start off with some math. You can use manipulatives, you can use your fingers, use your toes, you can use calculators, paper, and pencil. You ready? You ready? Say I'm ready if I'm ready. All right, let's get going. So I invite you to choose a number from 1 to 9. Any number, any number. And for those people who are overzealous, you can choose 10. You can choose negative. I don't care what you choose. Just choose a number. All right? You got your number? Say I got it. On the count of 3, shout out your number. I knew that. On a count of 3, shout out that number. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Now I would like to invite you to double your number. Now, when I say double, so if you pick 3, I don't want to hear 33. Okay? All right. When you got your number, say, I got it. On the count of 3, shout it out. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. You're tracking. Now I'd like to invite you to add 2 to your number. If you got it, say, I got it. All right. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Now I want you to cut that number in half. Cut it in half. When you do that, say, I got it. All right, on count of 3, shout it out. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Here we go. Now I want you to subtract your original number. When you got it, say, I got it. All right, on the count of 3, shout that out. 1, 2, 3. Yes. If we had time, we would have the manipulatives and we would figure out, why does that work? Because oftentimes the students are like, why that work? Well, let's figure. Huh? right, Jennifer, try it again. Try it again, Jennifer. Try it again. You got this. Do it one more time. All right. Try a different number if you want to, but I want you to, for sake of time, if we had more time, we would do it again with negative numbers, integers, negative numbers, same thing, right? Fractions, decimals, test it out and see. Curiosity. So what I would like to invite you to do, I want you, since we got one, I invite you to choose what's one thing you love about teaching adults, or what's one thing that challenges you about teaching adults. I have a sentence starter here. The one thing that I love, or take a time and fill that out, please. Take 1 minute and respond to that, please. While I calm down, because I get excited. My tail's wagging. Let me take a breath. Yeah, what's that one thing you love about teaching adults? Or what's that one thing about one thing that is challenging about teaching adults? Yes, absolutely. Please chat that out, my Zoomers, because I'm going to hear from you'll read one person from the chat. And if you finished, I see people still typing and writing, so give it a go. Keep writing. One thing that I love is seeing the surprise on their face when they get it, or seeing the satisfaction in their faces when they help each other get it. That is so delicious when I see that. It makes my tail wag. I like dogs, so forgive me for using that analogy. One thing that's challenging is that many of them think that they can't do the stuff. Yeah, yeah. So I'd like to hear from two people. Could you share one or the other? One, give me, yeah, two people. One person who might have something to say about what they love, and then another person, one thing that's challenging. Introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Oluwaseun Popola. One thing I love about teaching adults is that they are determined to learn because they had missed the playtime of learning.
Anybody agree with that? The idea of they're eager to learn. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anybody want to share a challenge? Oh, I see your hand. What say you?
One thing that is challenging about teaching adults is trying to get them out of their own way.
Ooh, yeah. Would you share what someone said on the chat, please?
The chat is so good. Everyone's interacting with each other. I love it so much. So we have actually a love and a challenge in one that got some like here's, which is love adult students, but teaching them at multi levels is challenging.
Yeah. So the oh, it does go backwards. Okay, I was pressing the wrong thing. So I have a poem for you that exemplifies the students that I serve. So would it be okay if I read my poem to you? Okay, so I'm gonna have to look at it because I just turned. I can't say my age. I can. I just turned 60 last month, so I gotta get close so I can see. I gotta be able to see this. So here we go. Here we go. I can't learn math, and you can't tell me I can, because all I know is that I'll get it wrong every time I try, and I'm not going to fool myself by saying I can do math. So best believe I'll always remind myself that I can't do it. And there's nothing you can ever say that will make me believe that I can. Because no matter what you say, I'm not capable of learning math. And I'm in no position to believe that success is possible. When I look in the mirror, I think to myself, am I stupid like they say? How many of you have students who have take on that position? Yeah. Oftentimes, these students feel like they're not enough because they're poor. Some say, I can't do it because I'm female, I'm black. People have told them, you can't, you will never, because you're dumb, you're illiterate, you're an immigrant. They have doubt, fears. Sometimes they say, I'm too old, right? Some are like, well, I'm divorced. Like, why should I? Or they're just afraid. So I want to ask you, when these students come in your class, do me a favor, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Now, I just want you to imagine how these students feel. Just imagine how they feel. Online people, stand up too, stand up. Get out your seat, stand up, stand up, stand up. I want you to imagine if you were in their shoes, how might you feel? And just feel in your body. And notice if you lean forward or backward. Or think of something you can't do, that you struggle with, that you have difficulty doing. Think about that thing that is so hard and that you try and you try no matter what. You keep failing. Notice. Don't hold on to anything. Notice if your body leans forward or backward. Anybody notice that their bodies are leaning in a certain way? Tell me, did your body lean forward or backward? Backward? How many people lean backward? Raise your hand. Anybody lean forward? Okay. All right. All right. Thank you. Find your seats. So a question to ponder. If this student were in your classroom, where might they sit? Shout it out. Right, exactly. How might they show up? Late. Hoods over the head. Yeah, what else? Black screens, I heard. What else? Disengage, right? What behaviors might they display? I don't care. Looking at their, oh yes. Looking at their phones. Tears, yeah. All these things, right? Yeah. So students with high anxiety typically possess a fixed mindset. They believe that their learning, their growth is stagnant, that they can't learn, that they can't grow. And typically these students show up like this. They avoid challenges, they give up easily. They don't persevere, right? Right? So what are some things that we can do to help them to flip the script? Bowler did a research and she found that when teachers focus on professional development that focus on growth mindset, then their students do well. Isn't that delicious? Yeah. Yeah. So, big question. How's what we're doing different than what they've been already doing? What are we doing that's going to be different? What experiences are we going to provide for them that will be different? Right? What are we going to do? So, here are some strategies. Let's take a look at them. It's going to be in your handout, so I'm going to zoom through these. Some of them I might pause on, right? Helping them to possess a positive mindset. Like, how do you help them to do that? Oftentimes, they make mistakes and they're ready to beat themselves up, but no, mistakes help their brain grow. Letting them know that, then they'll be more open to make those mistakes. So embrace those mistakes and learn from them, right? Help them to have positive self-talk. This one student was just beating herself up so much because she was switching numbers around. I said, where you want me to punch? Since you beating yourself up, let me jump in and punch you too. She's like, no. Okay, stop beating yourself up. How do we help them to just relax and realize that I don't get it yet, right? Help them to understand that you just don't get it yet. We're all in the process of growing and learning. Let's do this together. And how do we help them to seek out support? One thing that I found, there was a research, I forgot the doctor, but I went to this workshop and this doctor was talking about how Black and Hispanic students, they learn best when they collaborate. Give them opportunity to work together, to get a tutor, so that way they can bounce ideas off each other. I just took a test 2 weeks ago, and the class was 4 days, 8 hours a day, but then we had a test afterwards. I don't remember all that stuff. I had to meet with one of my colleagues about 3, 4 times. Give our students an opportunity to do that as well. Resources, online tools, games, apps. Connect math to the real world, to their lived experience, right? Yeah. I showed this video, short video, just like not even a minute, from YouTube or someplace like that. The little short ones, Instagram is one of those. And a student said, that reminded me when I sold chicken dinners. So we came up with a whole equation for that, a whole activity for it. We found out that her selling chicken dinner really wasn't a winner. So yeah, it wasn't, because by the time she sold, she have to sell so many dinners to break even. And she saw that. So connecting to the real world, helping them see that you already do the math. Celebrate process. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I checked GTP this, and it said progress. And I was like, progress is good, but process is good too. So celebrate and help them to understand, I value your thinking. This is where you messed up. But your thinking makes sense. Not just me validating their thinking, but asking the community of learners to help them to understand and validate their thinking, not just me. All right? And then relaxation techniques, which is my jam, okay? So I have 3 techniques to share with you. Y'all look like y'all need a hug. Y'all look like y'all need a hug. Charles gave me a nice hug. Thank you, Charles. I really appreciate that hug. So, triple warmer, we're going to do the triple warmer spleen hug, right? Yeah. This hug, okay, so I've been to a bunch of sessions throughout the week, and people have been talking about this fight, flight, or freeze stuff, where you get anxious, the blood runs from your forehead and it goes to your limbs, and you can't think, right? You can't think. So this is a way to help you to think. So what I invite you to do, here's what you need to do. Wrap your left arm around it. Just hug yourself. Everybody hug yourself. Yeah. Put your arm under, there you go, under your spleen. Don't grab your shoulders. There you go, right there. So here you go. Take a look at me. I will. Macarena, like that, right? All right, here I go, right here. Under your armpit and over your shoulder, right? Like that. And then what I invite you to do is take a deep, delicious breath and let that out. Take in one more deep, delicious breath and then let that out. I needed this too. Take in another deep, delicious breath and then let that out. And then you're going to switch sides, hug your other self. Put the opposite, you got it. And then take in another deep, delicious breath. And then let that out. Take in another deep, delicious breath. And then let that out. And then take in one more deep, delicious breath. And let that out. Awesome, awesome. Thank you. Here it is. Yeah. So, that helps you to calm down. So that's one technique. This other technique, real quick, is where you hold your neurovasculars. Same concept. Now, this really works. I'm telling you, like if you're really frustrated, anxious about something, there's 2 ways you can do it. You can put your thumbs on your temples. That's where your triple warmer is. That regulates your fight, flight, or freeze. And then take your fingers and hold your neurovasculars right there. And then take in some deep, delicious breaths, and you can hold this for 3 to 5 minutes. We're not going to do that now because I'm going to need all the time I can get, right? Or another thing you can do is you can take your hand, put on your forehead, and a hand on the back of your head, and think about that thing that is stressing you out. Now, I typically rate it before I think about it. So if I'm thinking about this dissertation that I'm working on, my advisor won't get back with me. If I rate that on a scale of 1 to 10, right? 10, I'm sorry, 10. Did I say 10? I meant to say 10. Anyway, if I were to rate that and think about it, then eventually I'll calm down. It might go down to a 5 or a 4, but try it out. It works. Don't trust me. That's what science says. All right. So that's another one. And then this last one I want to share with you. Um, yeah, vagus nerve. Anyone heard of the vagus nerve before? Yeah, that wandering nerve that wanders all down your body. I had this student when I first started teaching in 1994. I know I'm dating myself. Actually, that was the first time teaching middle school, 93. Anyway, 93. I had this student named Chris, who drove me crazy. Funny, I ended up marrying a Chris. But anyway, he was just like, he just was crazy, like all over the place. And he said to me, he said, I will calm down if you rub my ears. Huh? What the heck? So I tried it. So here I am at the overhead projector with my left hand writing. You remember the one with the markers? Writing with my left hand and rubbing his left ear with my right hand. And he was quiet. The beautiful thing is he knew what calmed him down. Funny, your ear has over 200, I can't even think right now, acupressure points. Yes, over 200 acupressure points. And rubbing your ear does so many fascinating things. It can help with epilepsy, seizures, treat depression, regulate emotions, reduce blood pressure. I'm gonna say that again. It reduces blood pressure. So anybody taking blood, rub your ears. Yeah, rub your ears. Don't stop taking your medicine, but just make sure you rub your ears. Don't be like, oh, she told me to rub my ears, and your family looking for me. Because anyway, it lowers your heart rate and it reduces inflammation. And we need that because inflammation in the brain causes Alzheimer's and all sorts of other negative things, right? And it treats migraines and headaches, right? So rub those ears. I typically like put some Vaseline or some oil and I just rub my ears and it just puts me to sleep. It's so delicious. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. So in class, it's important to establish norms. So I don't know. I have a lot of 7s in here. We had 7 stress things here. I think it's probably more than 7 on here, but anyway, I got these norms from Joe Bowler. Has anyone heard of Joe Bowler? Yes, she rocks, right? So she came up with these norms. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I'm going to read them. And if I read one that resonates with you, stand up or raise your hand. How about that? Yes. All over. Rub all your, like, you rub the right here. Let me show you. Rub like right here, pull, tug, like rub your ear. Like you can rub it soft, you can rub it hard, however you like it. Rub your ear. So if somebody's stressing out, rub your ear, just rub your ear. Okay, here we go. So everyone can learn math to the highest level. Do you believe that? Yes. Encourage your students to believe in themselves. Mistakes are valuable. Yes. Because they grow our brains, right? Questions are really important. Anybody like that one? I was in Erin's class and Erin's session, and she was always talking about the importance of making sure that it makes sense. With our students, they have to understand the sense-making piece, because these tests require them to make sense of the stuff. All right, math is about creativity and making sense. Woohoo! Yes, I like that one. So, math is about visualizing patterns. Today, Kev was showing some steps, patterns, yes. And creating solution paths so others can see their thinking. That's key. Math is about connections and communicating. That's one of my favorites. And then, let me go back because I want you to understand this one. Represent math using words, pictures, equations, real world, manipulatives, color coding, and linking. Research shows that students who are able to move in between these different representations are better problem solvers. So we got to give them, let me slow down. We got to give them situations or opportunities to see the stuff in different ways, to see the mathematics differently or different. There we go. Thank you. Depth is much more important than speed. That's key. Yeah. Poyer said it's best to do one problem 5 different ways than it is to do 5 different problems. Yeah. So allow them to just think about the stuff, right? The math. Math class is about learning, not performing. That's the key. That's the key. So with that being said, here's an example. This was a test problem, and I was at home teaching online, and we just got connected to connected to our students' lived experiences. So I pulled out a measuring cup and asked them just to think about it. Then we created a table. They created a table so they could understand, see the pattern, make sense of it. And then from the table, the equation, so they can see how it connects. Using the color coding so they can see what variable relates to what. And then what does it look like as a graph? Helping them to see all these connections makes sense. It begins to connect to algebraic constructs. So how does it connect? Giving our students the opportunity to see these connections is so very key. All right, this is the 5th one. Math is about connections and communicating, using pictures, words, equations, manipulatives to make sense of it. So, tale of 2 classes. This is how we were taught to teach. The teacher instructs the students on a skill, concept. That's how we were taught, right? That's how I was taught, right? The teacher solves the example of the problems, and then we practice, right? Yeah. This is what the administrators and our chiefs want to see. They want to see the teachers provoke thinking by giving students tasks that require them to struggle. And then they struggle. And then they have a discussion about the struggle that they had. And then there's this summary, connection, and then they practice. So with that being said, I'm gonna leave that up because it looks like someone's about to take a picture. Let's play. Y'all ready to play? Yeah. Look at your neighbor and say, let's play. Yeah, let's play. She talking too much. She need to shut up and let's play. All right, so I have some online people. If you can drop that in the chat. So the online people, so if you want to have access to the online stuff too and see what the online people are doing, but you're gonna be in here, you're gonna use your hands on. The online activity is more structured, so you can get your phone out so you can see what that looks like structured. And then, so the online people, what you're gonna do is, you are going to, y'all wanna see what that looks like? Yeah, let's see what that looks like, and then we'll talk about what we're gonna do in here. Does that sound fair? Okay, hold on, I don't know, is this working? Yes. And so for theirs, they're gonna do this, and you guys are gonna do this in face-to-face. Is it showing up? No. Okay. I might need your help in pulling that up. So in the meanwhile, while they're doing that, I have some manipulatives. Yes, yes. And so I would have had them on your tables, but it would probably save time. But I wanted you to choose which one you wanted to be, because you're going to have some candy and some gum, and you have to, I'll tell you what you'll be doing once she pulls that up. But I need one person from your table to come up and get supplies. I need a Sour Patch crew. I need some people who are going to be considered nerds, candy. So who are the nerds? Where are my nerds? All right, send someone up, my nerds. Yes, yes, yes. My Sour Patch crew, Sour Patch. Gum? It's gum in there too. Okay, Sour Patch. Um, do I have any airheads? Airheads? Any group want to be the airheads? Airheads. Okay. And I need my Starburst. Any Starburst group? My Starburst group? Okay. And Twizzlers. My Twizzler group, Twizzler, okay. And then I have a motley group where they just have all sorts of stuff. Okay. All right. Another motley group. And yes. And any more Sour Patch Kid group? And another motley group. And if there's a group that's like, I don't even like candy and gum, give me some chips, like some regular manipulatives. Here you go. Here you go. Because I'm with you. I'm not like a candy person. Play some more. All right. My online people, are they good? Okay, so while she's working on the online people, so if you decide to do the online one, you're going to have to make a copy so that way you're not messing up someone else's work, right? So as soon as you use your QR code, you have access to these slides for the online people. It says, go back to the top real quick. So once you open it up, make sure you share a copy with me if you want me to see your work. We'll go to the next slide. This one. Oh, no, right here. Yeah. So here are the standards for the activity for the online people, but you can see this too. And then for my online people, go to the next one. Just go through the slides. So you got $3 at your tables. You have $3 worth of candy. I need to know what's the price of each candy. And then you have $3 worth of gum. I want to know what's the price of the gum. Make sure you fill that in. And then go to the next slide. Again, this is more structured. Go to the next slide. And go to the next slide. Go to the next slide. And in this particular case, you're going to have exactly $3, and you have to come up with as many combinations as you can to spend the $3. So for my online people, you can move the. Oh, you want to put that up now? No, let me see. The online people, here it is. You can actually drag and move this to show how many candies and gum that's going to make $3. And you have about 8 slides to play with it. My online people, you can also just play with it. Go all the way up to slide 19 if you want to. Now, for my people here, the people who are here, what I want you to do is I want you to find out how much each candy is worth, how much each gum is worth, and then come up with as many ways you can spend $3 buying candy and or gum. You have chart paper around the room. You have chart paper all around the room. So pick some chart paper, and you guys have 15 minutes to show your thinking. Use words, pictures, manipulatives. I don't care if you stick the gummy bears to the, I don't care. Just show your thinking, all right? You have 15 minutes. Give it a go. I'm sorry, 10 minutes. Give it a go. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I should have 6 minutes. Y'all can't see it? Okay. Just tell her Chica Jess. Jennifer? Hey, Jennifer, how you doing, girl? How you doing? So what I want you to do, Jennifer, click on the link that my beautiful assistant, Audrey, dropped in the chat, and just kind of play around with it. You can figure out how much each candy is worth, figure out how much each gum is worth, and then fill in the table however you want to. Oh, did you make a copy of it? When you make a copy of it, you should be able to do it. Is anyone else online having trouble manipulating and writing on it? Did you get it? Okay. Oh, it may be challenging on your phone, my love. Yeah, keep the link and do it later, Pumpkin, okay? You got it, girl. You got it. Give me a 5-minute warning. Give me put 3 minutes on. Yeah, let me know when I'll start giving a 5-minute warning. I'm going to give you a 5-minute warning. You got about 8 more minutes. 8 more minutes. I love how people are thinking. Come on now. I see some chart. People are charting things up. You can only eat the candy and gum once you finish playing with it. Oh, okay. What made you do this? Okay. Okay. How did you know that this answer would be 12 and that would be 6? Okay. 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 Does that make sense? Could you do me a favor? Make sure you chart that up so your peers can see. Keep it going. Keep it going, guys. Okay. So you have, okay. Okay. Put that on the chart paper too. Okay. I'm seeing tables. Okay. Okay. So what did you do? Oh, you did equation. Ah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Cool, cool, cool. Can you put this on the charts? Okay, chart it up. I hear some good stuff. I see one group charting it up. I see one group charting it up. Chart up your thinking. How's it going? Okay. Tell me what you got here. Yum. Yes. Whoa. So tell me what is it saying? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so one gum will cost how much? Okay, and 5 candies will cost. Okay. I want you to spend all of your money. So what can you do to make this work? Okay, well then buy an extra gum then. Okay. All right, you guys have 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay, so how many gums altogether? So one gum, 2 gums, and 5 candies. Okay, and then 4 gums and 4 candies. So make that say that. Okay, yeah, make that say that. Good. Hey, lady, how's it going? Okay, tell me what you got. I could buy. Okay. Okay, so is there a situation where I can buy what would the one above this one look like? 012. Oh, there you go. You got it over there. Okay, well, check out. Tell me some algebraic stuff. Stop playing. To touch it to make sense. Yeah. Yes. 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 Good. How much time? Chart it up. Make sure you get the opportunity to chart your thinking up. We got about 3 minutes. 3 minutes. How's it going?
We just discovered we can't buy an
You can't buy. Oh, good observation. Good observation. Yes. Great observation. Write that down. Be ready to share that. Yes, that was a good. Great observation. How's it going? What you got? Oh, what you got over there? Let me go. She got a spectrum. Okay, hold on. Let me see what you have. Let me put my glasses on. All nerds. Oh, this is my nerdy group. Yes. Ooh, hey, this is your thinking. That'll work. Okay. So what made you do it like that?
Started at the end,
Okay.
the ombre in the middle.
like change.
There has to be a gradual turn, a weaving, weaving going, connecting the two endpoints.
Okay. So then you said 6 nerds, and then all nerds. All no. And that's the endpoint.
This is the
But what we had discovered before that is that these have the same value.
Okay.
So every time we took out one box of nerds, we replaced it with 2 pieces.
Every time you pulled out one box of nerds, you replace it with 2.
So that's how we get to here,
Okay.
and then take out another box. And that's 4 nerds.
And the only way that it can change is by changing the boxes of nerds, or like that's a way to make sure we don't skip any.
That helped my brain. Because I would probably skip some stuff. So yeah, that was very logical.
To make it, Cynthia's session talked about careful, what's the word? Careful, goal-oriented thinking. Careful, goal-oriented thinking.
Yeah. Write that down. Because I love how you're connecting. 1 minute. We have 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute, Dougie Fresh. That's all. Thank you. 1 minute. I see tables. I saw an ombre. Please tape it up. I saw a linear equation. I saw a linear graph. I saw 1 column tables, 2 column tables. I will. The slide deck will be posted by the close of the business day. All right. How much time we have? Oh, answer key. You're going to see it on the slide deck. All right. You guys are playing full out. For the sake of time, I'm going to show you. Oh, look, someone has some. Is that yellow stuff you put up there? Yes. Come through. Tape it up. See? Oh, I love it. So look, do me a favor. Take 1 minute and just kind of walk around and see what your peers are doing, because it's some cool stuff. Like some cool stuff. Did you guys put your stuff up? Or tape it up somewhere. Where's yours? Yes. Take a look at all the stuff that's up. Look at all the way people are thinking about things. You guys have 2 minutes to walk around and see as much as you can. Take pictures, take notes. Even if you have stuff at your table showing some stuff. All right? 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. Let me know when 1 minute is up. I know. No, we're not. We're good. Because we're supposed to end in 5, 10, 15 minutes, right? Okay, good. Take a look at what your peers have. Take a look. Yes, come on, yes. Look at all the different thinking. I heard some, oh, hello. Something looks a little different, huh? Interesting. She said she didn't have time. Talk to each other. Ooh. Yes. Some of this stuff made my brain hurt. Look at that. I see labels. I see decimals. Oh, yes. I like how you wrote this out. Good thinking. I can really see people's thinking. I can't wait to see what the yellow. Oh, you see the different people's thinking. Okay, one more minute. Oh, 2 pieces of gum per 1 Sour Patch. Okay. Oh, so these are 2 of them. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, so if you want to take 1 orange out, you have to put in 2 yellows. Gotcha. Come on. Well, tell me what this says. Help me understand this.
So we did our key chart here, and then you can do any combination for that $3 that was.
Okay, so which one is the candy? Which one's the gum?
So this G is the gum, Sour Patch is the
Put a green on here so I can know this is the
Okay.
green,
Yeah.
so that way your friends can see what you understand you're thinking. Okay.
Yes.
I love how you use your manipulatives. Yes. Please look at what your peers have done. Timekeeper, time is up. All right. Find your seats. Linda, how you doing, girl? How you doing? All right. So, do me a favor, shout out. What math have you done so far? Tell me all the math that you've done so far. Matter of fact, yeah. Tell me some of the math that you've done so far. Modeling, ratios, what else? Counting, unit rate, equations, grouping, huh? Graphs, yes. So here's in that one activity. All right, hold on. All right, find your seats. Oh, look, they're still back there playing. Class. Stop playing, y'all. Stop playing. Y'all play too much. Find your seats. Come back. All right. Oh, please get a chance to look at the brilliant thinking of your peers. Whenever you create proper opportunities like this for your students to think, reason, and problem solve, the online stuff that I did, there's only one way. Everyone's stuff is going to look exactly the same, right? But in your classrooms, here's an opportunity to see different ways that people are thinking about things. Typically, when I graph this, I end up with a graph like this, going down. But over there, I learned something new. Like, look at those graphs over there. They have both graphs going up. Like, I love the work. Okay, so for level 1, counting money, making tables, skip counting, patterns. Level 2, adding, subtracting decimals. Level 3, dividing, multiplying decimals, percents if you want to. Plotting points for level 4, finding a slope, creating an appropriate scale, right? Finding equation of line, slope intercept, y-intercept. I'm sorry, interpret a slope, y-intercept, x-intercept in the context of the task. One activity gets at so much juicy math. Oh, I am with the right group. I am with the right group. Okay, here we go. So this is what it looked like with our students, because my teachers would say, yeah, you do this with us, but what does it look like with our students? Valid question, right? Right? This is what it looks like with the students. All the students came into a room like this. Teachers facilitated their levels. This is the lowest level. They only focused on the candy. Look, they're doing graphs. Now, this is a little off. You see, that's a little off, but that's all right. They're doing graphs, right? Bar graphs, right? Teacher said she had to take herself out of the equation because she wanted the students to rely on each other, not on her. Right, Linda? Yeah, we got to take ourselves out of the equation. I like that math. Anyway, another level 1 and level 2 group. Now, yeah, this is wrong, right? But he's making sense of it. This group is making sense. They're realizing that 45 cents ain't enough. He's making sense. They're making sense. And there they go, giving it a go. And here's another one. I saw some of this in the class, in this space. How many tables did this? I saw something like this. Yeah, yeah. This is how they're thinking about. But watch this. Oh my gosh, I want to do a cartwheel. The candy increased by 50 cents. Can you say algebraic thinking? Can you say that again?
Algebraic thinking.
God increased by what? 25 cents. Level 1, level 2, y'all. Level 1, level 2. Level 1, level 2, y'all. Okay. I'm sorry, I got excited. Let me calm down. I didn't give them actually $5. I told them the teacher told them that they had $5 for that group, for only for candy. All right, so this student said, we worked on charts last semester and we were able to show what we remember. Everybody had different solutions. Take a look around. Nobody did anything exactly the same. I never, ever, 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 ever saw that before. But that makes sense. That makes sense. I never would have done that. That makes sense. Which ties into what she did. Connie did. It makes sense. Oh my gosh, my tail is wagging. Calm down, Ozora. Calm down. Calm down. All right. So a student said the strong help the weak and the weak help the strong. If you have a question about a graph, you can answer it once you understand. Makes sense, huh? Help students make sense. Help students. Look at this. I see the zero. I saw this on someone's chart over there. The 0, 0, 1, 50 cents, adding decimals. Look at that. Did anyone chart kind of look like this? If your chart kind of looked like this, raise your hand so I can know that your chart looked like this. Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right. Then they graphed over there. A level 3 student was showing a level 2 student how to do a scatter plot. Students from level 3, 4, and 5 learned how to make a table from a student at level 2. Come through, come through. Yes, clap that student up. Okay, she's in level 2, showing them how to do a table. And then he showed her how to do a scatter plot, and then she did the scatter plot. So they're working together to make sense of the stuff. Somebody say, makes sense. Makes sense, makes sense. Okay, now we go into the level 4 and 5, right? The Lindas of the world, the Linda levels, right? Where they have to come up with the equation. Y equals negative 2x plus 12. What does that negative 2 mean? What is that negative 2? Anybody know what that negative, where does that negative 2 come from? What was happening? What's changing? Oh, Oh, you're right. Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me, love. Say that one more again.
Starting at 12 pieces of gum. For every 2 pieces of gum you take away, you're adding in 1 piece of candy.
Oh, so you're talking about the slope. So -2, the rate of change. So you're taking away 2 pieces of gum for every 1 piece of candy you add. Does that make sense? That's the slope. So the -2 on top represents the candy, the gum that you're taking away, and the how many pieces of candy you're okay. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. You helped my brain. 5 minutes left. 5 minutes. No, we had three. No, we all had 3. One group had 5 at the school, not us. But they could play with $5. And then they even had the audacity to write it in. Look at that. Can y'all see that? G of B. They showing off. They showing off. They showing off. I love it. I love it. I love it. But here's the magic. Here's the magic, y'all. Here's the magic. Oh, the student said, I learned about slope, how to find the increase and decrease. He didn't learn that from the teacher. He learned it from his peer. We have to step out of the way and let them help each other. I went too fast. Went back. Advanced question. What does the slope mean? Y'all told me that. What does the x-intercept mean? What does y-intercept mean? Yeah, advancing questions, right? Students are saying, oh, I had so much fun. I took pictures to share my friends. She taking pictures to tell her friends? What? Get the freak out of here. You're taking pictures to tell your friends what you doing in math? What kind of shenanigans is this? Students say, I like working together. Everybody is chiming in different opinions, different ways to calculate data. I learned about scatter charts, and X and Y coordinates. That's what he said out of his mouth. He said that, right? From his peers. But here's the magic, y'all. Ooh. Let me take a breath. Here's the magic, y'all. Y'all see that? You see the connection? What's more beautiful is when the students see the connection. Level 1 and 2 students are seeing their thinking in level 5 students, and vice versa. How delicious is that? How delicious is that? Oh my goodness. My tail is wagging. Look at that connection. Oh, you go ahead. You want to take a picture? You'll have the slide. Okay, let me go back. There you go. So you will get the slides. Yes, you will definitely get the slides. All right. So the goal is helping our students with that algebraic thinking, helping them to move from this to this. And it's possible. It's possible. So I told you I overplanned. The last piece was let me show y'all this real quick. Oh, I gotta tell you about this. Anybody heard of wait time? Yeah, what's wait time? We all know what wait time is. But listen, let me offer another suggestion for wait time. Ask yourself this. Why say it out loud. Why am I talking? Ask yourself that. If you find out that you're talking too much, then you need to pause. Yeah, wait. Why am I talking? Yeah. So, face-to-face tools, you'll have that in your handouts. I'm not going to go over them. All the orange ones we did today. I got to do this one right here. Not this one right here, because you've seen stuff like this, right? You've seen this, say, I've seen this. I've seen this. All right. So, online tools, but let me show you, talk about the difference between assessing and advancing questions. Assessing questions are used to find out what your students have already done. Like, what made you do that? Like, I asked you guys, why did you draw this? How did you know 12 goes here and 8 and 6 goes there? Those are assessing questions based on what students have done, have said, right? Advancing questions push the students thinking deeper. So, couple pictures for you. Take a picture of that real quick. I got you, girl. I got you. So I showed this to my students. When I showed this to my students, they're just like, huh? Oh, goodness gracious. So I showed this to my students, and they were like, the student who had the least amount of information or the lowest student in the class, she said, Trevor's cheap. That's what she said. Now you can't tell me she don't know math. Okay, so listen. So listen. I want to end with this. Helping our students move from can't to can. So I want to end with my poem. I know it's a sad poem. I'm gonna just read it one more time. Y'all ready? Say I'm ready. I'm ready. All right. But this time I'm gonna take a different perspective. Is that if that's okay with you? Here we go. Am I stupid like they say? When I look in the mirror, I think to myself, success is possible. And I'm in no position to believe that I am not capable of learning math because no matter what you say, I can. And there's nothing you can ever say to make me believe that I can't do it. I'll always remind myself, so best believe I can do math. And I'm not going to fool myself by saying I'll get it wrong every time I try because all I know is that I can. You can't tell me I can't learn math. Yes. We can help our students. We can help our students with the things that we do inside our classrooms. If this student was in your class, where would they sit? All right. How might they show up? On time, ready, rock and roll. What behaviors might they display? All right. So it's our perspective, guys. It's our perspective. Our perspectives. Thank you guys so very much. The handouts right there, feedback. If you want to hook up and learn some more, play some more, it's tied into that feedback. Your handouts are there. Give it a go. And I'll make sure the PowerPoint is on the Wave, that app. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you for hanging out with a sister on a Wednesday, the last day. You rock. You guys rock. Thank you guys. You guys freaking rock. Oh, yeah. Give yourselves a hand. You guys rock. Do me a favor, take the candy because I'm not taking it home. If you live nearby, you need some chart paper, take this chart paper too. Thank you.
This is the last of the math and numeracy strand. So many thanks for closing it out with that energy. Woo!
You guys are rock. You guys rock. Thanks for hanging out with me and having fun with me, guys. You guys brought the energy. I couldn't bring the energy if it wasn't for you guys participating in the chat. You guys really were playing full out. You guys freaking rock. Thank you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. You guys are the best. Hang out again. Next time we come, let's hang out again, okay? Bye. Thank you. Because my husband's like acting silly. Oh, these guys were rocking it out. Okay. Yes. I am going to hang out. That's my goal. I'm trying to log off of this, but it won't let me log off of this. That's, yeah. Thank you. But how do I turn it off now?